Hey guys, it's Tawana here on the sixth day, and I have a quick story. So, I went out on a date, and so this is the second date that we went on. This video is going to be about paying attention to the signs early on. So, a lot of the things that we go through, we can stop soon as we see the signs that that person probably not going to be for you, or you see their ways already, you see their character already, and for us to immediately catch on to it and jump the deuces. So the first date that I had with the guy, we had such a really good time. Like, the conversation was awesome and it was like perfect. And so we had a conversation on the phone, and I was kind of like, oh, well, okay, maybe it's just he's not a phone person. So, but I thought that he was a really nice looking guy and a really nice guy. And the second day, all right, so I walk into the place and I see him at the bar, and I go to the bar and he looks at me and he's like, hey. And I was like, hey. And I kind of put my arm out to like hug him. The first mistake was that my arm was out and you didn't stand. Because when a lady walks in a room, and especially if it's a new thing, it's free every time actually. This is as we're growing up and we're learning some things of what we should and should not be doing. And he didn't even stand up to acknowledge me. It was just like, hey, and he looked back down at his phone. Oh, okay. So I sit down and I was like, well, hey, I had my arm out. You not gonna give me a hug or nothing? He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just caught up into this game. I was like, oh, okay, well, what you playing? Look on at his phone. He's like playing like a little poker game or something like that on his phone. And so I sit down and was like, okay, so you gonna keep playing the game? And he was like, give me 1 minute, baby, give me 1 minute. And I was like, I mean, is this real money you're playing with? And he was like, no, it's not, but just give me like 10 minutes. I said, so you want me to sit here 10 minutes while you really finish your game? And he was like, babe, don't be like that. So just give me 10 minutes. Just tell, hey, how you doing? So he tried to engage in conversation. And so I was like, all right, well, he listening to me, so whatever, which is a mistake of mine of not just walking out at that time. So I still entertaining the situation, and I'm like telling him, what's going on, how my day was. And he's like, When people say, wow, they not listening. So I just stopped talking. And so I let him finish his game. He was like, you all right? I'm listening to you, girl. I'm listening to you. I was like, no, girl, don't finish your game, though. But of course, me and my petty self with an attitude, what I should have did was said, give me 1 minute. I need to go to the ladies' room. And then walked on the other side and walked up out of there. But the entire rest of the night was funky. I just had a bad attitude the entire night, where I was like, I'm really not even feeling this dude like that. Why didn't I leave when I had the opportunity to? And me paying attention to the signs. Because for me, when I walked in the room, you didn't stand. For two, you sat here and played the game and not really paying attention to what I'm saying or even acknowledging that I'm here. So here's what's going on in my head of why I was like not feeling him anymore. Is because, one, when your woman needs you walking in the room or whatever, you're not even going to be the gentleman that you need to be for her. That's the first thing to pay attention to. The second thing was that when your girl bringing in groceries, you going to be stuck on the game instead of helping your girl bring in the groceries who's about to cook for you. Now, you're probably kind of trifling. I don't think that you need to be a part of my life. But that goes with us paying attention to the signs early on. With my baby daddy, he's young, dumb, but I knew that, and yet I proceeded with the relationship anyway, because the first thing he lied about was his age, and we're about 9 years difference, I believe there is, so that was me dating someone young, and you immediately started lying basically at the words hello. I did a post on my Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, I think it says I am Tawana. I'm not all over the place. It's good and bad in between in there. But, I was like, at hello, he lies through his teeth. And I saw that early on. You know, it was some other things that he was doing, that he was lying early on. And my dumb ass ain't paying attention to the fucking signs. When he told me who he was, but I didn't listen. They always tell us who they are. And this isn't about man or woman. Because dudes, if you got a girl who is trifling and, you know, she wear the booty shorts and all she does is clubbing and, you know, she barely working, stuff like that, or not even taking care of her business or whatever, but she gave you that good stuff. If that's what you're going for, understand that. Don't be mad when she's already showing you who you are and now you're trying to change her to be something that she's already not. We can't change nobody but ourselves. Right now I'm over here dealing with how to change my own damn self, let alone deal with a dumbass fool that I know that I can't even much change. So with that being said, learn to accept people for who they are, and early on, so that you don't have to deal with the shit that I'm going through or dealing with the pains that you're going through, pay attention to the early signs. One of the biggest things that I tell young girls today, rather my little cousins or whoever, you pay attention to how a man treats his mama. Because if that man respect his mama utmost respect, he probably is going to show that same utmost respect for you, is because he has that for his mom, which means he has that for women, including you. And for me, I never knew that because I didn't have anyone telling me that. Because again, when I was young, you know, you dealing with, you know, men whooping women's asses and things like that. And that's all that we really saw, or women stabbing fools. And, you know, that's all that we really saw growing up. So we never had that guidance to be like, this is who a woman is. This is a man, and this is the woman's place. This is a man's place. This is how you should be treated. This is how you're supposed to treat. You know, I didn't have any of that. So I didn't know that, pay attention to the way that a man treats his mama, because I would know how he's going to treat me. You know, and that's not to say that this dude isn't treating his mama with respect or whatever. I'm just saying that that's a thing that I should have, that those are just things we have to pay attention to, because a person is going to show you immediately who they are. Within the first or third date, they're telling you everything you need to know. If you decide to go into a relationship and you see 1 in 2, 3 months who that person is, that's at the point that you make the decision on if you're going to allow this person to continue to be in your life. These days, I just block fools. And the dude was like texting, you know, hey, I hope you respond. For what? Because our conversation was so, like, he showed me all his true colors. Like, he was telling me something about, you know, where women have this standards where, you know, they're up here and the dude is down here, and they don't allow for a man to get up here. That tells me you probably sorry, and you can't keep up with a woman with like me of the goals and the things that I'm trying to do in my life, because you so busy trying to, you know, downplay or where you at obviously in your life. Because if a man is worth $1 million and got his own business and got his things together and respect his mama and things like that, when that man is up here, he's going to be expecting his woman to be up here. He's not going to be like, here, oh baby, I just want you for your coochie and for you because you can cook or whatever. No, he's going to go meet that woman who's right up here to meet with him and to be able to come in and compliment his situation, not him. And for me, I feel like I was right here raising a boy into a man, and now that he's become a man, he feel like he all grown man. He want to show all the little 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 years old that he's a grown man, but he's still lying. But guess who was dumb enough to still stick through all of them lies? And the whole, to be honest about it, outside of my son, was the best part. And again, I'm sure there was love and all this other kind of stuff, but all I'm saying here is that we can't change people, and we need to start being honest with ourselves and be at face value when people tell us and show us who they are. And that will stop so much heartache early on. And that's not just a relationship. That's accepting your friends for who they are. That's you accepting your parents. I know who my parents are, and I love both of them to death. No, I don't. I love my mama to death. Don't even know this fool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure somewhere deep down in between something, it's a feeling of something. But you accept people for who they are. You know, I have family members who, you know, I'm at odds with and things like that. And I have to accept those people for who they are. I can't change them, and I can't make them want to be a part of my life or make them like me or anything like that. It's because we grown people out here, and we know what's right and wrong. We see the signs, But for me, I'm deciding today, as again, of me taking account for my own life, is that pay attention to the signs early on so that you don't put yourself in a situation of today, or you don't put yourself in a situation to be hurt, is because that person is only being who you allowed them to be when you first met them. Because soon as they showed you the sign, you just swept it right up under the rug. I just swept it right on the rug. It was like, nigga, don't be lying to me. Excuse me for saying that. Don't be lying. But I still accepted it. And so, can I really be mad right now that he lied, cheated, betrayed, no remorse, any of that? Is because he already showed me who he was. And I didn't heed to any of those signs. So as of today, I'm heeding the signs. I'm very proud of myself that instead of me cursing somebody out, I just was like, not responding to any of your text messages, because I don't want anybody who does not belong. Because if you can't be real with yourself, and you ain't got a reason to lie to me, because I don't even know you. So I don't want nobody who is not honest with themselves or who they are, because I'm still trying to learn who the hell I am and be honest with myself with the things that I got going on. I ain't got time to fix nobody else, and nor do you. So, first one, no, see the signs, walk away. Please tell me your thoughts on this whole situation. I want to know, your horrible date, or what was it that somebody showed you that you should have paid attention to, that you decided not to, and now you're in the situation that you're in now. And so, I don't know about y'all, but every day another layer is coming off, and I'm so proud of myself that I have made a decision to, and I feel like I'm whining every time in the video, but I've made a decision to take my own fucking life in my own hands. And I'm so thankful right now in this moment of telling you of who I am and who I'm becoming and what I'm learning from all of this. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Please like, subscribe, leave your comments, and tell me your thoughts and your experiences. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.